Full time, Wigan 0, Salford City 2. That is Salford City in the playoffs for League 2 this season. They were 12th when we took over. Admittedly not far from a playoff spot. And the previous manager could probably have turned it round if they gave him some time. But they didn't give him any time. They brought me in. And we now certainly cannot get promoted as, well, in fact, the title is almost already Exeter's anyway. Can't get the title, can't get second, can't get third. They are finishing in the top 3. And we are certainly going to finish in the top 7 because, as you can see, even though Northampton and Notts County can catch us mathematically on points, there's not going to be a 25-plus goal swing. There's not going to be a 25-plus goal swing in goal difference. So playoff bound we are. Playoff bound we are. With the 2 games remaining being against Grimsby and Walsall, we could head into the playoffs in some decent form. Hopefully. We'll see how things go. Right, penultimate is the word I was looking for. Penultimate match day in the League 2 season. And depending on how things go, we still won't know exactly where we're going to finish this season, nor who we might face in the playoffs. All we know is we guaranteed a playoff spot. Everybody's playing really well, though. We just have to hope that we can carry this end-of-season league form into the playoffs. It is a bit of a lottery, but we're in a great position. Let's give the fans something to celebrate here. We can confirm officially, mathematically, our playoff finish with victory here, with even just a point here. Just a draw would be enough to see us guarantee a playoff spot. A win would be enough to make us definitive favourites to finish 4th. I don't know as it really matters where we finish. None of the other sides are in as good a run of form as we are. So if anything, it's going to be them that don't want to draw us more so than it is us trying to avoid anyone else. Go on, Jimmy. Oh, go on, Jimmy. How's that for a finish? Smashed home. And yes, team bonding in training is definitely important as well, Kieran. He's just nipped in ahead of the defender there. Phillips plays him in and just gets there, takes it away from him. But from there, I'll be honest, I didn't think he was going to score without trying to perhaps maybe bend it in or get further into the box to give himself a better angle. But he's just let fly and it's flown into the back of the net. We lead by a goal to 0. 1-0 up at half-time. I'll say I'm not happy with their performance out there because, to be honest, letting Grimsby create 9 chances when you've only had 3 isn't good enough. I'm not happy with that level of performance heading in towards a playoff spot. So we are going to need to try and improve in this second half. Show improvements, show a bit of fight. But we might end up conceding. And, well, with a wonderful goal, we have ended up conceding. Wotton bangs that into the top corner as White Sox Slugger, who followed 20 minutes ago, follows through with a Twitch Prime Gaming sub. Thank you, mate. Contract signed on the dotted line. Welcome to the club. Unfortunately, we celebrate by conceding a goal. Plymouth 5-2 up against Northampton. We were one of the form sides in the division. We are no longer that team. So it wasn't good enough. I mean, it says exactly what I needed to say. A draw at home to Grimsby. Not good enough. Right, let me just go on a quick toilet break and then we will play the final game of the season against Walsall. But it won't be the final game of the save, will it? Or final game of the season, all told. Final game of the stream because we got fucking playoffs. BRB. So the scenarios we head into the final day is that we will finish at least 6th. Newport, even if they win and we lose, there's not going to be a big enough goal swing there. So we will finish at least 6th. Which means, who have Plymouth got? Plymouth have got Crawley, who are 16th. Stevenage have Wigan, who are 15th. So, if we win and they both draw, we'll get Newport. If we win and they both win, we'll get Plymouth. And if we win, Stevenage draw and Plymouth win, we'll get Stevenage. So we could still, in theory, end up with any of these 4 sides. And if Plymouth and Stevenage both draw, Newport lose and we win, and Notts County win, then we could have Notts County coming up into 7th. So we could still face Notts County in the playoffs. That would probably be my dream scenario or preferred opposition. Cracking forward. Let's see what we can do then on the final day, away from home against Walsall, and eventually find out who we'll have in these bloody playoffs. Enjoy the match, lads. There's no pressure today. We are guaranteed to finish in the playoffs, and I'm not that bothered about who we face. We have to be relatively confident that we can deal with whatever is put in front of us. Let's go. Never mind, Alfie Bates has scored for Walsall at the other end instead. Okay, lovely. This is the last game before the playoffs, Maddie, yes. There we go. Hiram Boateng, first time left foot volley. Excellent goal. 1-1. We shall encourage the gentleman. There's not long left in the game. Just a few minutes. It would be quite the morale boost to go into the first leg of the playoffs having won the last game of the season and having won it late on as well with a potential penalty, which James Wilson will now take as Matt Phillips won well with great footwork. Jimmy, you are the league's top goal scorer for the Golden Boot. Buried. Salford 2, Walsall 1. That might be the goal that sparks our promotion campaign through the playoffs. The morale boost. The 25th milestone goal for James Wilson. The golden boot potentially for Wilson too. Nice flick on. Oh, Buckley kind of ran into the defender there. Oh, defender taking risks. Defender taking risks. Buckley gets to that first. Matt Phillips is there. Matt Phillips is found. Matt Phillips gets tackled. Buckley Ricketts scores! Both strikers on the score sheet in the final game of the season. Salford City are surely out of sight now, it says. Yes, we are. We will head into the playoffs on the back of a final day win. A final day turnaround as well from 1-0 down to 3-1 up. Just the sort of morale boosting result that can spur on yet further happiness. Maybe the playoff victory might be an opportunity for us. Ho, ho, ho. We will end the season in 5th. Rephrase, we will end the regular season in 5th. But into the playoffs we will go in some decent form. The occasional defeat, the odd unexpected draw. But into the playoffs we will go, not necessarily as favourites, but certainly with a chance. With a very good chance. Gentlemen, the next chapter begins. Salford confirmed best ever Sky Bet League 2 finish. Playoff time, boys. Ooh, playoff time, boys. Playoff time, boys. We will play the playoffs. Oh, promotion might be just around the fucking corner. It's kind of an odd situation at the moment because if we go up, we're more than likely to leave. Whereas if we don't go up, we're more than likely to stay, which you would have thought would be a little bit backwards. But that's the situation we find ourselves in at the minute. This squad, this club, are not in a situation to go up and have any remote chance of having a decent season next year. There just isn't the opportunity to do that. The squad are overachieving already to be where we are, let alone being in the league above. So, I honestly don't know if without significant financial intervention from the board, whether this club would stand any chance in League One. But to find out, we have to know whether we're going to be in League One or not. So we'll have to carry on today where we finished off last time, which was a good turnaround against Walsall. Everyone's very happy. We are the leading scorers. We've got to play on the front foot, even though we're away from home first. Stevenage not in the best of form, bit inconsistent, or pretty much the definition of inconsistency. Ourselves, however, winning more than we're losing, but again, pretty inconsistent at the moment. But on the back of, you know, a good 16 game spell where we've only lost a couple of games. And yes, F1 Master, this is uploaded onto YouTube, onto the second channel, which is linked for you in chat now. Stevenage a side that can either be great or woeful. They don't really seem to have any in the middle level performances, and we should have buried that. You'd have thought James Wilson being the league's top goal scorer, and with ourselves being in as good a goal scoring form as we are, and with as good a goal scoring potential as we have, a clear-cut chance like that would have been an open, closed case. 1-0 Salford, but it wasn't. I don't think we did that well last time we played Stevenage, did we? I remember George Nurse doing stuff like that against us. Liam Higgins gives Stevenage a 1-0 lead in the first leg of the playoffs in the 29th minute. Is he going to make a mistake there? He's not. Can we win that header, though? We can't. That's a lovely ball by Spong to March. And we trail by 2. Jack Spong plays through Josh March. And inside 30 seconds of the second half, our deficit doubles. Away goals do not count, Jojo, no. Away goals only count in European competition. Or in cup competition. Grab one back quickly. And we could do what we did to Walsall. Oh, controversial. That looked like a very good challenge. But we've got the penalty. And James Wilson will step up. He scored from the spot on the final day. He misses from the spot in the playoffs. The chance to get back in it, wasted, thrown away. A big save by the goalkeeper. Stevenage looked the more likely to score the next goal. Carter skips past the challenge, and it's 3. The defender committed himself, and the playoffs are not a happy hunting ground for us right now. Big old fucking meep. So what we have to hope for is maybe get one back. Narrow the deficit to just 2. We had a great turnaround against Walsall and a really solid performance, and they are not performing to that level at the minute. Wilson may have been offside there. He wasn't. He scores. Game on again. There is the lessening of that deficit that we were after. Is that the start of a remarkable comeback? We shall wait and see. Excellent ball over the top. Knocks it on in front of himself and smacks it home. That's what James Wilson's all about. Game on again. Come on, lads. Oh, James. A penalty miss. And then another one-on-one that he's missed as well. That's 2 missed one-on-ones and a missed penalty for James Wilson in this game. He could have had 4. Our XG, you can see how good our chances have been, how clear-cut, because our XG is 2.61. Even though they've had plenty more chances than us, our XG is still better. We've got an opportunity to make amends. I'll try and keep morale up. We absolutely must make amends. We are down, but not yet out. We could easily have drawn that if James Wilson had tucked his chances away. I think it's going to be a case of here goes nothing. As we try and react to the first leg defeat. I point the finger and tell them to avenge. They've reacted very well. Here we go. Playoff leg, second leg. Playoff leg 2. Playoffs, second leg. That would not have been the best start. Oh, missed again. Shane redeems the glasses of destiny. It would be a hell of a performance if they do work for us now. But we have, as we put them on, pulled one back. Shane. What have you just done? Have you sparked the revival? Oh, the nerves are real. The nerves are real. 1-0 to both home sides in these second legs. But that scoreline only sends one of them through. 1-0 isn't good enough for us here. 2-0 isn't good enough for us here. Oh, and we hit the bar through Buckley Ricketts. He lifts it over the keeper and it cannons off the woodwork. So close. So close to a second to bring it level on aggregate. Half an hour played. It's an end-to-end game that either side could win at the minute. Get him in at half-time. Give him an orange slice. Some Lucozade Sport. And Stevenage are going to go down to 10 men at half-time. Carter picks up a second yellow card and is sent off. Stevenage down to 10. Down to 10, but still in front. Keep it up, lads. Keep it up. Johnny Smith moved forward, taken off, and Callum Ainley comes on in his place. A change at half-time. A red card for the opposition. Now or never. Sockmas with the red card emojis in chat. I almost don't want to go attacking. If I go attacking, they'll sit back. If I sit on positive, then they might think about countering us, even with their 10 men, and open up spaces in behind. If I pin them in, they're just going to be impossible to score against. We kind of almost have to lull them into thinking that they might still stand a chance with 10 men, and then hammer them from there. The chances are coming, but the goals are not so far. Turn it around. Boateng. Lewis. Lovely ball out to Ibu Toure. Delivered to Alfie Lewis over the bar. The boys are playing really well now. But the goal isn't coming. 22 shots, 10 on target. We just need one more goal to take it to extra time. Now we go attacking. We need to pin them in now and just have them on the back foot and hope that something happens, but we're not getting any highlights. They've been getting stuck in even still since they went down to 10 men, but we're not having the highlights. I don't think it's going to happen, lads. There's been a red card in the other playoff semi-final as well, where it's 2-2 now. 2-2 in the first leg, 2-2 in the second leg. Looks like we're about to win our second leg, but not by a big enough margin. Despite 25 shots, 12 on target, we've gone attacking and we've not had a single highlight since. Stevenage win. We played out of our skin in that second leg. But 10-man Stevenage hold on for a 3-2 aggregate win. And we are, unfortunately, not going to get promoted with Salford City this season. Which means we are more than likely going to stay at Salford City this season and try and go again next year. I think that's probably the best course of action for ourselves at the moment. Pleased with Easton's performance, very happy. Adam Barrett, don't want to talk about him, and that's all they want to talk to me about. Great. Well, to be fair, I'd rather just go home. Plymouth win 5-4 on penalties. Sorry, no. 3-2 in extra time, 5-4 on aggregate. 3-2 in extra time, 5-4 on aggregate. So it will be a Plymouth-Stevenage playoff final. But that is the end of our season. We end the year in playoff defeat. We have a lot of rebuilding to do at the club here. A lot of rebuilding to do. But finishing 5th is much better than expected when we first took over. They were 12th when we took over. And we desperately, desperately hoped that we could have made the difference. And we very nearly did. We very nearly did. James Wilson, our top league goal scorer with 26. Hiram Boateng with 14 assists. There is a good core of players here that we could very well do well next season with. Now, the board have changed their expectations. When we first signed, they said in this second season that they, or fourth season, second season in charge, that they would want promotion. Now they're saying playoffs minimum. Required to work within the wage budget. Still continue to play entertaining, attacking, high-tempo football. But end of next season, they now just want playoffs rather than then gain automatic promotion the next season. So they've kind of put it off a little bit. So they've given us, or they are going to give us the opportunity to rebuild and go again. I'm going to say, I want to say playoffs. Playoffs next year. And the team are right behind that. Right behind that. Okay, good. The team are right behind us going for the playoffs next season. There is a lot that needs to be done with this squad. A lot of deadwood that needs moving on. Even a lot of players that we've been using quite a bit this season that need to get moved on. But that is all to come. That is all to come. The finances aren't great at all. The finances aren't great in the slightest. And there's so much work to be done. So much work to be done. But could Nick Kabamba be a man that could lead us forward? He'd be willing to sign for just £1,300 a week. I'll make an offer of £0, which they will accept. And we could have the opportunity to get him to sign a contract before his expires at Oxford. And we potentially lose the chance of him signing for someone else. We could get him in now. Promotion wage rise. Doesn't want a massive contract. I'm happy with that. Could Nick Kabamba be the man, alongside James Wilson and Buckley Ricketts, that fires us to promotion next season? The board have set an initial wage budget of £51,000 and a transfer budget of £143,000, meaning we currently have 143 grand in the transfer budget as expected, and near enough, £11,000 in the wage budget. We are, however, committed to spending £1,500 less than we currently are, so that would give us even more money to spend next year. And there are more players that we're looking to move on. Continually, we're trying to move James Clark on. Continually, we're going to try and move on a couple of others. We might have to get a little bit strict. We might have to get a little bit strict and a little bit ruthless. But it's something I'm willing to do. We will stay at Salford for one more year at least. We will stay at Salford. Thank you, Magan and G. Tomo, for the follows. That will bring this season and this stream to a close. I'm going to go and start editing all of the stream footage of yesterday's stream still to edit as well. Will Hilson, I don't know if he'll sign. He said he wanted us to get promoted if we were to sign. Arsenal... His contract is expiring and you're asking me for 47 million. I think Arsenal can get fucked, don't you? That is where we will end today's stream, lads. Thank you very much for watching and today's YouTube video. I will send you on a raid, so don't go anywhere just yet. If you aren't subscribed to the second channel, those of you that are here on stream, then do so. Those of you that are watching the VOD, if you're not subscribed to the second channel, then do so. We will be live again tomorrow evening, where we will start Season 4 and begin the rebuild of Salford City, where we hope to challenge again for promotion. We hope. But it's going to be tough. It's going to need a big rebuild in the summer, and I'm looking forward to it. Thank you very much for watching, guys. Those of you on YouTube, I'll see you next time.